Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm in my fluoro jacket because that's what train engineers or train drivers are supposed to wear, a fluoro jacket. Health and safety comes first, okay? Oh yeah, no, I've been working outside actually. Anyway, we are at Cajon Pass again, and we are doing another training module from the training center. And today we're going to learn to start our train on a hill and get moving. And I think it puts us in Cajon Pass for this training module. We're going to practice starting on a hill, head up to the summit, then we're going to start rolling down the other side, and we have to try and learn how to control our train, keep it at a reasonable speed, and come to a stop. So it's going to be interesting. It's only our second day on the job, our second training module. So let's get started, shall we? I'm going to turn my ugly dial off so we can see everything. Training center, here we go. Training, we're going to pick the BNSF ES44C4.
Okay, in this training module, you'll be learning how to perform a hill start and practice the switch from throttle to braking as you crest a gradient and go from ascending to descending. You'll be using GE ES44C4 locomotives hauling heavy intermodal freight. Now you'll go through the steps needed to take over this locomotive.
Set the generator field switch on. Insert the reverser handle. Set the reverser handle to forward.
When getting moving, it's worth remembering the following sequence that was covered in the locomotive training modules. Independent on, auto off. Throttle on, independent off. Let's go through that slowly and understand why.
Set independent brake to full application. Independent brake. There we go. Set the automatic brakes to release. Here we go. Okay. Apply power and prepare to get moving. Okay, let's take the throttle up 2 notches. I hear the revs coming up now for the engine. Set the independent brakes to release. Independent brakes to release. Right.
If you apply power too quickly, the wheels will slip. If this happens, reduce the amount of power to regain control and then gently reapply.
Okay, we are moving.
If you're struggling for grip, apply sand to increase traction.
Apply some sand, press X. Okay, press X to release a bit of sand. Nothing like a bit of sand in the mix. Reach a speed above 10 miles per hour. Okay, so let's take the speed up another notch. Blast our horn. Pretty cool.
That's it. You're moving forwards under power. If you use the same start process every time you begin moving, it'll become second nature.
Summit. Okay, looks like we are heading for the summit of Cajon Pass. Look at the scenery. That scenery looks incredible. You can imagine coming up through the Cajon Pass in the winter time with a snow blizzard and all the snow over those mountains and hills. It'll look really amazing. Really noisy in here. Shut the window. That's a little bit quieter. Really enjoying this train. Really enjoying this scenery. look at those hills and mountains, guys. Beautiful. Right, so I'm going to try and stay around 30 miles per hour. Can probably go a bit faster here. Take it up another notch. Just heading up towards the summit. This must be the summit up here, the top of Cajon Pass. This will be the summit. And then we'll be heading down the other side, which will be rather exciting.
Congratulations, you have reached the summit. As you start your descent, you'll need to switch to dynamic brakes to control your speed. The most effective speed for dynamic brakes is around 30 miles per hour. So if you're exceeding that speed, you should be slowing down. Above 30 miles per hour, the dynamic brakes become a lot less effective, and you will be more reliant on the automatic brake. The automatic brake on its own will not provide enough fine control over the speed of the train. It's a blunt instrument, because you can't partially release the brakes, and they take a few minutes to apply to the setting you've asked for. If you try to rely on just the automatic brake, you will often find yourself coming to a halt, or going over speed while you wait anxiously for the brakes to apply. Watch the train speed as it crests the top of the gradient. You'll go from needing power to maintain speed to finding that power starting to accelerate the train. When you see that, start backing off power and aim to keep your speed below 30 miles per hour.
Right, so I'm rolling down now, and you can see my gradient gauge over here, 2.2 degrees descending. So I really have to watch this doesn't get away on me. I'm at 33 miles per hour now, 32, 31. Managing to control it at the moment.
Once your throttle is at 0 and you're starting to pick up speed a little, it's time to get the dynamic brakes into their setup position. They'll need to be there for 10 seconds before you can use them further. Start adding dynamic brake as needed to keep the speed in check. The dynamic brake is only on the locomotive and will react nearly instantly. As you begin to get to larger amounts of dynamic brake needing to be applied, it's time to bring in the automatic brake to help. In most cases, a minimum set of automatic brake is enough. Apply that now. Watch out that on some locomotives, as you apply the automatic brake, this will cut the dynamic brake out entirely. This is because of the brakes applying on your locomotive. If you notice this happening, pull the independent brake towards you into the bail-off position, and it will release those brakes only, leaving the automatic brake on the rest of the train. And you will see the dynamic brake come back into action immediately. As the automatic brake begins to take effect down the length of the train, you'll notice the train begin to slow down due to the extra braking effort. Gently dial back the amount of dynamic brake to compensate for this, and continue to try and aim to keep your speed around, but not exceeding, 30 miles per hour. If you find that full dynamic brake is unable to hold the train speed, add a little air with the automatic brake. Wait to see how the train reacts, and adjust with the dynamics as needed. Always work under your target speed of 30 miles per hour. If you find yourself chasing faster speeds, you'll need to take more substantial corrective action with the automatic brake. Okay, come to a stop up ahead using the automatic brake.
Okay, so this is it, guys. We've got to try and control our speed, keep it around 30 or less as we come down this hill. We're at a 2.2 degrees descent. The train is starting to take off on us. We're overspeeding. 38. We've got to try and let that help that come down. Got to get our speed down a little bit here. Coming down now slowly. And we're coming up to our stopping point. Our throttle is on idle. We're just coasting down at the moment. We don't want to stop too early here. Gee. Right, here's our stopping point up here, and we are really going crazy with the speed. Full anchors. All the anchors out. We're going way too fast. We're going to stop. Are we going to stop? We're going to stop.
Right. Well, that concludes this training module. It is highly recommended that you practice both hill starting and the change from ascent to descent until you are comfortable with them. They are one of the more challenging aspects of operating heavy freight, and you'll really feel like you're in more control of this train as you get the hang of this task.
Well, we managed to do it, guys. We started on the hill, we controlled the train. A couple of times we went over speed. We never went up to 40 miles an hour or over, so we sort of kept it around 30, 35. So I don't think that was too bad, and we did stop where we were supposed to stop. We didn't stop right on the dot, but that's going to take a little bit of practice, A little bit of practice. But we will get there. We will get there, guys. Okay, well, I'm going to probably practice this little module 2 or 3 or 4 times. When I get quite good at it or improve a little bit, then I'll go on to the next training module, and it won't be long, and we'll be hauling heavy freight through the Cajon Pass before too long. Oh dear, hopefully. All I need is more time, okay? I got to do less work and more time on the computer. That's the problem at the moment, getting the time. Keep safe, guys. Thanks for watching. Any helpful comments and tips are welcome down below. Stay safe. I'll see you again soon. Over and out.